Wow. And fog the windows up back there. Oh. Yeah. Alrighty. All right. Welcome to the Gorlitz High Performance Garage channel. Happy New Year to everybody. Well, show you my dash for my 84 Chevy pickup out there. I took all the vinyl off of it, and there's all these injection holes in it. I guess that's how they injected that foam, I guess it would be. I guess it was like wrapped with vinyl and then injected from underneath. I don't know. All I know is I like it better this way. I think it looks damn good. Plus, I had to put some stickers. I might even put one right there. Maybe. I don't know. But put some stainless bolts. This one here isn't. But the other bolts are stainless. And I checked the dash. I was going to put stainless bolts and washers through all these holes. There's still some foam there. But I got to looking at the skeleton of that dash, and you can't. Because it ain't going to fit. Because you'll have the bolts hitting the steel part of the skeleton. But like on this back here, there's holes there. And there's great big holes in the skeleton of the dash on the truck. So won't have to worry about them hitting anything because they won't hit nothing. They'll just go right in perfect, actually. I measured them up and they go in perfectly. They should, put it that way. I think it's measure once, cut twice, isn't it? I think. Whatever. But anywho, thought you'd like to see that. And I got a couple new tin signs for Christmas, and I got that hot calendar over there. And the deep freeze is over, thank Christ. And, do I have anything else? Anything else for you? Yeah, and the cold start of the 71 here. I may do one on the show. I don't know yet. I'm not real sure about that. But I can tell you this, yes, I'm bald. I'm thinning. I'm going bald. Oh well, happens when you get old. But anyway, just kind of tidying up around here. Got to take my old broken down dryer up to the parts truck and throw it in the bed, because that's what I do with metal junk. I load it all up around here when I can and take to the scrapyard, make a few bucks. I haven't done it in a long, long time, but my dad does it a good bit, so. Junk, I think junk's up right now. I don't know. Anyhow, I have to find out. But anyway, I wanted to wish everybody Happy New Year and everything. And I don't do resolutions because that shit doesn't fucking work. I don't plan things either, because plans for me usually don't pan out, so I just don't make them. So whatever happens, whatever's in front of my face and I get a wild hair in my ass, I'll decide to do whatever I want to do at that time, and I'll just do it. Because planning for shit is fucking stupid, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. And another thing I would like to kind of touch base on is a lot of people out there that you meet, whether you've met them in school or whether you met them outside of school after you get out of school or whatever. I'd say your best bet is probably not to trust those people too much. Because a lot of times when you tell them things that you don't want getting out, and, shit that you should keep to yourself, it's a lot of times it's personal stuff, or if it's about another person, you should just keep it to yourself. Don't say anything to anybody is the best thing to do. Just kind of, if you want to talk about it, go see a fucking therapist. Learn my lesson on that bullshit. A hard lesson. And, it's pretty bad when you learn, you have to more or less screw yourself over to learn a lesson. That's what life is all about. You learn bullshit as you go. It makes you wiser. Well, some of us it does. A lot of the mistakes I made in the past made me wiser as I'm getting older. I'm a lot smarter now than what I was, because I think a lot of that has to do with the decline of testosterone. Because a lot of times when you young fellas are loaded with testosterone, when you're in your late teens and early 20s and late 20s, you think you can fucking grab the world by the nuts and have no consequences, and later on you find out that consequences come later on when you're too old to do anything about them. But just the thing of getting back to, a lot of people that you think are your so-called friends are not really your friends. I have a lot of friends that I've known for 40 years, and I'm only 44, so I most of the people I've grown up with around here, I still know, and I still call friends, and some of them are neighbors, and and then some of them you meet later on in your life turn out to be backstabbers later on. I'm not going to give any names. I'm not going to say who or what, or even if anybody would even know who I'm fucking talking about. But I said some things to a person I thought was a friend here recently about some other folks, and those other folks ended up finding out about certain things I said and I shouldn't have said. But I thought it wasn't going to get back to them, which I shouldn't think like that. That's horseshit, because it will get back to them no matter what. So it's just the best thing for me to do is keep my mouth shut. But anyway, I learned a hard lesson. And that's, don't trust anybody that you haven't known for at least 40 years. Don't let your fucking guard down around anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. Just some advice. You do what you want. But I'm just going to say that that's the way I am going to play it from now on. Because some people just, and they kind of compile a little bit of information that you tell them things. And if you're having any issues, and usually when I have issues in my life, I like to vent to certain people. And there's only a few people that I do vent to. And one of those people that I vent to all the time had turned around and stabbed me in the back. So, fuck that guy. He can go fuck himself. He can eat a big pile of dog shit. I'm not going to call and harass this person. I'm not going to message them and say anything. I'm just not going to talk to that person anymore. Because it's about the best thing you can do. Because trying to get revenge is just, it's pointless. Because then it just starts a vicious cycle of bullshit. So, and the advice I have for anyone that's watching my videos, even if you watch it, you don't give a fuck, whatever. Just be clear. Just to be clear with you, don't let your guard down around people. People today are the biggest backstabbing, scamming motherfuckers that I've ever seen in my 44 years of life. I have never, ever seen people stab you in the back as bad as they do today. People are just fucking terrible. No matter if it's the public or if it's people you thought were your friends, they're not your fucking friends. They always like to see, even if they don't have any way to gain financially, if they have an ego of any kind and they think that they can, run one up your fucking ass on something that you've done or you said about a person to another person, they want that other person that you're talking about to know. Oh my God, I got to message them. How about that? And the motherfucker warned me that he was going to. And I was like, don't do that. That'll really upset me. Don't do that. Because there were some things I said that I had on my mind that I didn't want that other person to ever know about. Or to, think that, there's just some things you got to keep to yourself. And I just kind of, one day, I was feeling bad. I just kind of let everything fly. And I shouldn't have. I should have just let it go. Just talk to myself about it in the fucking mirror somewhere. And then, not vent it to anybody about it. Because when you do that, you just open up your own can of fucking worms and it fucks everything up for you. So, yeah, that was fantastic. So, I'm down a friend now. Well, he can suckle my balls for all I give a fuck. Thought this person was my friend. He ain't my fucking friend. So, you really got to watch your back around everybody anymore. Don't let on that anything bothers you, and don't say anything about anybody else, because that person you're talking about will find out. So just whatever you're saying about anybody else, just keep it under wraps. This is an odd conversation to be having. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest. But you'd probably think I'm contradicting myself by saying this, but I didn't use any names, so we're just going to say that in this instance, lesson learned, let's move on. We're not going to sit around and dwell on this forever, but it's a good tip to not let the cat out of the bag, to say, if that's how some people put it. But anyway, I think that's pretty much all I got. Here in the future, hopefully, there's going to be more. I hope to do more burnouts and all this other stuff. I found a transmission for the old girl. $250. It's out of a Monte Carlo. Like a late 70s, early 80s Monte Carlo. One of those, I guess they call G-bodies or something like that. I think that's what they call it. I'm not real sure. But it's along the same lines as the Grand Prix and the Monte Carlo, because that's what it is. And the Buick, the Buick, like Regals and Grand Nationals and Cutlasses. Those type of cars. They have that. They did away with the hard top, and you just have the two-door with the post and the back window that doesn't come down. Those cars. So, getting a transmission out of one of those, the guy swapped it. He didn't want the turbo 400 anymore. He wanted a turbo 350, so he put a turbo 350 in. Has the turbo 400. I asked to trade him another turbo 350. He didn't want it. He says, I'm trying to get rid of shit, not compile things. So I'm going to make sure he's still got it. Hopefully he still has it. It's been a couple of months. But I'm going to get it. I'm going to talk to another friend of mine. Of course, this is one of my neighbors and friends that I went to school with all my life. And I've known a guy, I work with him. And his relative has the transmission. So, plus I've worked on a lot of cars for him. Did brake jobs. Got the cars running with him. He bought a couple of AMC wagons, those four-wheel drive ones. He's got a Trans Am. We put an engine in that Trans Am and a transmission, and the AMCs, we got them running. I'd give him a little hand with that. Most of it he did himself. You know, it's a learning experience. All that shit is a learning experience. So, you know. Another thing I wanted to say is there's another thing I got for Christmas. It's this Craftsman 1/4-inch drive set. I asked for this because we pulled names, and I was like, just give me a 1/4-inch drive set. SAE and metric. Which, you know, I mean, today they've really cheapened stuff up. You know, and it's nothing against the person that bought it for me. But these ratchets, they're nice. I lubed this one all up. Now, one thing, first he ended up taking this one back. My brother-in-law got this set for me. He ended up taking the other set back because the ratchet, this piece that you switch from side to side, the other ratchet in there didn't even have this. It was gone. It wasn't even installed. And it's like, what the hell? I was looking at it because I like to play with them ratchets. I was like, oh man, that's fucking cool. That's a nice ratchet. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I wouldn't even have seen that if I wouldn't have played around with it. But anyhow, he took it back down to Lowe's. I think it was Lowe's where he got it. And got metrics. They just replaced the whole set. Because when you buy it at Lowe's, they'll actually guarantee it. Craftsman says on the back here, if you can read that anyway, I'll read it. It says, if product fails to perform for any reason, we will replace it. Call 1-888 blah 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 for replacement, or see craftsman.com for details. No proof of purchase required. So, there you go. Now, we don't have a Sears here anymore. They closed up probably 10 years ago. And that's where I used to go exchange my shit if it was broke. Now Sears is gone. Around here, anyway. I don't know if there's still a Sears in your hometown or whatever. But this Lowe's and Napa that sell Craftsman tools, they will not honor those fucking Craftsman tools, them old ones that you purchased at Sears years ago. I have a ratchet that that same part broke on the switch broke to switch it from left to right. It broke, and because it was plastic, and it just deteriorated from the oil. So I don't know if they were trying to make them cheap fucking garbage back at that time or what. But I have 2 other ratchets just like that one that are working fine, and I keep them lubed up and everything so they work flawlessly for me the next time. So I took it down there to Lowe's, and I'm like, I need a ratchet. Oh, they're over there. I'm like, no, wait a minute. This is guaranteed. This thing's broke. You need to give me another ratchet. I said, or replace the insides, and I'll just, or just give me a new part of the inside, because they have a clip. You just take the clip off, and the inside comes out, and you can put another unit inside the handle. Well, no, you didn't buy that here. I said, what fucking difference does it make where I bought it? I said, it's a Craftsman tool. Craftsman honors their tools. They do lifetime replacement. For as long as the tool exists, they will replace it as long as Craftsman's still making tools. Well, that guy argued with me down there and said that they weren't fucking replacing that son of a bitch because it was not purchased at Lowe's. So that little shit they said on the back of that goddamn box that this set of tools come in is horse shit. That's a fucking lie. That's a false advertisement. They ain't gonna replace nothing. Since their store's closed and their fucking stock has went to zero, they don't give a flying fuck about you or purchasing their tools. Oh, let's let the idiots buy them, and then you can go suck a dick if you need any more. If you need anything fixed or replaced, you can go eat some shit. So that's pretty much what you do. You just eat shit. So I'm surprised they even got replaced this set of tools down there, because the ratchet was missing parts to start with. I mean, it's a nice ratchet. It's, it's not as nice as what Craftsman tools used to be, because they used to be nice. They used to have like a little bit of it looked like they made them with pride. And I'll show you a perfect example. Here's an old 9/16 Craftsman wrench. Right here. I engraved it with my initials. And they proudly stamped their fucking name on it. It's a 6-point 9/16. And they do that with all their shit. They did it with all of them. Now, I have a couple Napa wrenches too, and they're cheap ass fucking shit. But Craftsman had a Pro Series too, where they were all chromed up like these ones. They're all chromed up and shiny and all that bullshit. But most of my shit is Harbor Freight because they are right here in town and they honor their shit. So when you have something break, you take it down Hey, buddy, I broke this fucking wrench. Here's another one. There you go. You're off. You're gone. I got these chrome vanadium fucking cheap ass motherfuckers right there. They all work. They fit everything. I don't use them that much. I use the ratchet wrenches more, and those line wrenches, I use the hell out of those. But other than that, and I'm pretty much grabbing for the thing that's right in front of me, which is the Craftsman set. So, and it's like, yeah, look at my workbench. It's a fucking disaster. Here's more Harbor Freight shit right here I haven't even used yet. I got more right here. A good friend of mine gave me some DeWalt wrenches. And here's more Deepwell. These are 3/8 drive metrics, and I got 1/2 inch drive metrics. Because I was lacking in metrics, as you can see. I have all these standard fucking tools and all that shit. And plus Harbor Freight has these nice knives. Real nice. You can replace the blade. Very nice. So, anyway, I really like these right here. Those different colors. That's pretty cool. And they'll chip off, but you know, the sacred 10mm. And they actually counted. It's 10 clear through to 19. I couldn't believe that shit. Usually, you know how these tool makers, they fuck you. They'll go 10, 11, or not even have the 10. They'll go 8, 9, 11, 12, 15, 16, 19. And it's like, well, what the fuck are you doing here? It's called, go back and fucking buy more, idiot. That's what they're saying to you. But anywho, everybody have a excellent New Year. Wait a minute. Everybody have a good New Year. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. If you're going to drink, have somebody drive you. Don't cause an accident and kill other people and yourself. I'm probably not going to watch the ball drop because the 21st century has sucked since it came. I haven't had a really, really good year yet. All I can say is I'm not completely negative about it. I still have decent health, even though I'm fat. We'll work on that. Of course, I've lost it all before and gained it back again. Anyway, that's a different story for a different day. But I have a pretty good job. It's not real hard. Sometimes it's dealing with the people that you work around. Sometimes they give you a hard time, and you know, a lot of times you just gotta just gotta blow that off and just go, and you'll be okay. It's not a huge deal. Some days when you're feeling like shit and you go into work there and then you gotta listen to some asshole fucking run their lips to you. You know, it's not a pleasant day, but we all have bad days. So anyway, everybody stay safe. Happy New Year to everybody, all my subscribers. Take care of yourselves. Don't drink and drive. Like I said, if you drink, don't drive. Have somebody take you home. Stay where you're at. Don't give those damn cops a reason to fuck you over too. So, and they will be out. They will be out in force. They are every year. They'll definitely be out, and they will get you. They'll even stop you if they think that you're drunk. Like they stopped me in my Mercury one night in Cumberland. 5 of them pulled me over. I thought, oh, here we go. We're going to do a search. Man, I was talking to the cop, one cop, 4 other ones, had their flashlights looking in my fucking car windows. Thinking there was drugs because I don't know. I guess drug dealers like those cars, I guess. I don't know. But they apparently are like, well, you haven't seen you around here before. It's like because I don't fucking live down here in this shithole. I live in the next fucking county. Well, you might want to be getting there. I'm like, well, why don't you kiss my ass? I'll go where the fuck I want to go. And the bullshit went on. And because my car is fixed up like a Crown Victoria, they thought it was a Crown Victoria, and I give them the wrong registration. They thought they had me. But then when I showed them the interior of the car and the VIN number matched the fucking registration, they shut the fuck up. gave me a warning, told me to slow it down. I wasn't even speeding. The fucking guy just pulled me over and used that for an excuse. They're fucking assholes down there. That's a fucking shithole down there, Cumberland, Maryland. Don't fucking go there. It's nothing but a crack epidemic down there. Heroin, crack, fucking mobile fucking meth labs running around that fucking shithole down there. Boy, I just got off on a rant for some reason on that fucking shithole. But anyway, stay the fuck out of Cumberland. It's a dump. They need to turn it into a fucking lake, is what they need to do. If there's any town that needs turned into a lake, it's that shithole. Fucking dump. But anyway, I got started on the bad foot here already. So, all of you, take care and have a good new year. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other. Try not to stab each other in the back too much. Watch the scammers out there. There's nothing more I can say. So anyway, have a good one, and we'll see you in 23, and we'll have more cold starts and burnouts, and maybe a little bit of how-to. So, everybody, thanks to all my subscribers for a decent 22. It's behind us and it sucked. Now on to 23. Hopefully it don't suck as bad as 22. Alrighty, everybody. See y'all later. And I'll leave you with some eye candy. Oh, look at them nuts. Look at those fucking balls. Ah. Sorry, old boy. Smacking your balls. That's from gasoline, by the way. That gold, that's what gas does to them. That's what ethanol does to them. So, everybody have a good one. Later.